What's up, everybody? Welcome to week 6 of Low Kick Online, where you can catch the hot Granblue fantasy versus action on the Seth Mitchell stream, which is me. I am Seth Mitchell, and I am joined by our lovely guest commentator today, Zach in a box. Zach, how you doing this week, man?
What's good? We're doing good. You know what? We are in here for the long haul for net play tournaments, and what better way to do it on a Friday night Low Kick Online? Let's get it.
Hell yeah, let's get it. So we've been hosting Low Kick Online for 6 weeks now, and I've been running the Granblue side of things for about 4 weeks, and I've got to say, like, commentating Granblue at this depth has been really kind of eye-opening, bringing a lot of new knowledge to the table. And we just got the Zoe patch, so it's just like spurring on a lot more knowledge and a lot more motivation to study. So I'm curious to see if people are doing the same, if people are kind of lapping out that Zoe matchup, or if people are like adjusting to the new patch really well, because there were like a big handful of changes. Nothing too significant, but there was a handful of stuff.
And I have the patch notes at the ready because, you know, of course, we're all learning still, and I won't know everything. So in case there's a question about what changed for each character, we'll definitely have that on deck for you, just in case we don't know or you don't know.
Oh, shit. Spectate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm good, right?
Yeah.
All right. Sick. Okay,
so,
sweet.
Yeah, we have Kilo and Rogue. Kilo, a staple player in both the SSS Online, which is tomorrow, run by Callisto, and LK Online, playing usually Gran. We've seen him go Charlotta here or there, but right now he just cooked me because right now Rogue is going Catalina and Kilo is going Zoe, which is very surprising because Kilo has been super on Gran for a while, but knowing from what we've seen from Kilo so far, he has very great awareness, and this character, Zoe, the new character, came out this week. You definitely need the awareness.
Yeah, and I think that if he's able to kind of play in the same style as Gran, where it's just like, you know, solid neutral up until you're just guerrillaing out and then you just like have all of that corner pressure, yeah, we're definitely seeing a lot of open beats of aggression from the get-go with the air lightning.
Air lightning, decent tool to use in neutral, but it has pretty much a lot of landing lag on recovery, so gotta be careful with it. Okay.
Yeah, now he's brought over to the corner, and this is really tough.
Cat changes. The big one is that close M is not as plus as it used to be, so her pressure changes a little bit. You have to start with close L for her pressure a lot of times, so their pressure's not as scary, but she still does damage.
Yeah.
Like right here, 5H. Not quite close enough for the corner, but yeah. Oh. Killer trying to fight his way out.
Yeah, I think he's dead here.
What a punish, yeah. See, like we were just saying, that lightning, that recovery on the end, really punishable right there. So good awareness from Rogue already. It's gonna be close.
Oh yeah, real close.
That pixel.
Size plus.
Yes.
Full charge. Yo, the balls! He just stared him down, just waiting for the full charge. What a god! That was sick. That was just round 1 too. Oh my god! All right, sick. Okay. Oh, actually comes in with the actual standard DP rating down.
So that DP, like on EX, is not fully isn't invincible until like frame 11.
Yeah.
So
shit.
It can't be used as a typical DP, but it can be used in neutral because it's plus.
Yeah. Yeah, it is really cool. Even the non-X EX version.
I have to check on that, but the EX one for sure is plus.
Yeah, it's definitely plus, and I mean he's using it very liberally. Oh, nice! Got in with the throw too.
All right. Yeah, and I like the use of just the lightnings here. It can be really risky. Wow, great EXDP. Like I said, it's not frame 1 it's invincible, so that took a little bit of anticipation to use well. And now, yeah, the dragon's out.
Yeah. I think he actually just ran up and couldn't block in time. But either way, if he was in range and he did try to actually step through it, then it would have caught him. Ooh, I have to turn that replay thing off.
Good stuff to Kilo, using a new character, just came out Tuesday, and you could see like he started getting a grasp on the character, of course, the neutral, but he still has the awareness on like defense and what to do against like Cat, because we've all had to play multiple Cats.
Yeah.
Numerous. So
yeah, Cat is really, really popular, especially out here in the Midwest. Like we definitely see. I mean, she's just.
Speaking of that, by the way, that jump you was not nerfed. Like how? How did that happen?
She has all the tools. She still needs it. Now she just has
all the tools.
Yeah, she has to play like a little bit more risky, like you said. Now having to start things with like a close L. But Oh, nice
I like-
anti-air option. Oh,
I
into
like
the...
Ooh, side
Ooh.
switch. Okay, let's go, Kilo. Oh, side switch again.
That was grimy. What a nice anti-air conversion from that. Like, everything he wanted just caught. And now he's dead. Wow, explosive.
Yeah, you saw he got that anti-air too because Rogue tried to go in when he was charging, while Zoe was charging Dragon Meter, but that was a great bait from Kilo and I won him that round.
Yeah. Okay, EXDP's out of that pressure.
EXDP.
Yeah, knowing that Kilo was basically jumping in with offensive options every time. Oh, nice side switch flame.
And yeah, he's really good at just getting a sense of he's gonna start charging Dragon Meter, but then like when you want to go in, he stops.
Yeah. Yeah, but he should probably start refocusing on storing Dragon Meter. He hasn't done it a lot in the last couple of rounds, and he's exhausted it.
So when it is exhausted, it'll be gone for a little bit, but it'll come back naturally eventually, and it'll give you half meter.
Yeah.
But
okay.
that time where you don't have it is is really big. So yeah, you could still charge it and try to get some meter, but see, it went back right up to half.
Yeah, now Kilo.
Yeah, Kilo.
Taking it. Damn.
Yes. Using a new character. And I always say, like, especially with these online tournaments right now, well, I mean, it's probably going to be our staple for the foreseeable future. But, like, right now, it's like, these are usually free tournaments, and you can go and experiment with, like, characters, and obviously online isn't the most ideal, like, environment to, like, work on things, but it's all we have right now. And because these are free tournaments and they're weekly, that you can go... New character comes out, it's not that big of a deal to just go in and try it. Like, I still think even locals, but that costs $10.
Yeah.
They were in person, but now you have like a free bracket that you can enter that, you also, by the way, could donate to the Matcherino.
Yeah, dude. I was about to say, thanks, man. Yeah. Despite it being a free bracket, like there are still a level of stakes, right? There are people that do still kind of want to fight for that Matcherino money. However much you guys are willing to donate and throw into that pot, there already is a solid amount considering the fact that you already get 50-cent donation code for free if you guys just head on over to the Matcherino code. Or actually, I don't have a Matcherino link. My goodness. What kind of stream producer am I? But yeah, feel more than free to run on over to that Matcherino page that we have.
Find it on like Lowkick's Twitter account.
Yeah,
pretty easily. So
there we go. Well, is that
and
recent?
Check out the chat if you would like to.
Damn, thank you. Thanks, Macho.
Also, Macho.
Damn, that's week 5. All right, give me 1 second. But yeah, all right, what's going on, Macho? Is he in the bracket?
Yes, he is.
Okay, cool. All right, for sure.
Yeah, we'll see. Also, Macho, if we do get to see him tonight, also playing around with Zoe. I know Lance, out of the top 4, probably got hit between like him, Cat, Gran, and Fairy. He got hit the hardest, and especially online Lance because the changes to jump you and a bunch of other changes.
Yeah,
we'll see if that comes into play. But yeah, a lot of people. I mean, like we were saying, Arxis games, they don't really typically nerf too heavy, but they also kind of let a character or two that's like super good rock. So I think that honestly, I think that's Fairy. But
they just like kind of left her functionally unchanged.
Like they definitely did, and I the nerfs that she got were definitely warranted. But then I thought it was gonna be sure.
You thought it was gonna be like heavier.
Yeah, and I thought the fact that sweep largely goes unchanged. The class changes, which we could talk about if a Fairy player does come onto the stream. We could talk about that, but yeah, Fairy, first impressions by a lot of people is probably considered to be one of the stronger characters.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, she already was, but
she's gonna not necessarily like reign supreme over at any point in the game, but I think that's one of those characters that's just gonna like consistently stay good.
Yeah. Like, because I think the big one is the EXTP nerf, which is warranted. It's a lot slower now, so you can't just bust it out whenever you need to, like on a Twitch reaction. You need to at least plan your EXTP a little, but yeah. We'll see if that comes into play with any of the players here as we wait for the next match.
Yeah, man. Where are these players at? Looking like Ice and Blue Lotus coming in. So Blue Lotus is in the room now.
Yes.
Posted up, ready.
A heavy supporter of the Chicago local scene. Always threw in like a couple bucks to the Ultra Street Fighter 4 remix bracket.
Oh, really?
That was always cool. Yeah, that was always cool to see him. Yeah, he plays a couple anime games here or there. Plays Claire and whatnot. So yeah, definitely somebody who supports the Chicago FGC very much. And Ice, we saw, wasn't sure if it was at LKO or SSSO, but last week plays Lance. Had a pretty good grasp. I think played Macho in mirrors and was pretty close last time. So definitely no slouch in that department. But like we said, Lance getting the brunt of a lot of nerfs, probably the most of all the top tiers. So.
Yeah, I mean, Lancelot was very widely considered to be like the best character. I know in Japan, at least, they were definitely
Japan
saying
rated him very highly. I think in general they knew it was on the same level as Cat, Gran, and Fairy is pretty much the consensus before the patch. But now we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see, and we'll see if Lotus still sticks to Lancelot.
Yeah, who knows? I haven't taken a look to see if they've been playing Zoe or any other characters based on the changes in this patch.
Because I was surprised to see Kilo switch to Gran switch off from Gran to Zoe. Well, obviously, he's probably still experimenting, but yeah, Gran is also kind of like Fairy, where he didn't get too big of nerfs. So
yeah, I mean, like, I think a lot of nerfs that people wanted from Gran and from Jita and from Catalina were just straight up damage nerfs. But what they ended up doing for Gran was they were just making the buttons that he wants to throw out, or like how much he's able to kind of get away with for free on offense, they minimize those. So it's like you can, if you're playing intelligently, if you're playing patiently enough, you can punish Gran out if he's whiffing stuff in neutral. But I think his damage output is probably still going to be his reward for actually landing certain things.
And in the same way we're talking about Cat's changes with the close M, his close M also got kind of nerfed in that sense. So he has to start a lot of pressure with close L, but his 2M is still +1, so it's still really good.
Yeah. Yeah,
so we'll see, but right now we'll probably have because I think it fits him well. Blue Lotus played Enkidu in Unist. He's gonna go. He was playing Soris last week, and I don't think he's really gonna change it off that. So we'll see some Soris as well.
Yeah, I mean, Soris is. See, I honestly think that Soris is probably not all that bad. I think he's not as bad as people are making him out to be. He's just another character where you have to be very calculated and very in your opponent's head when you're playing against him.
Sometimes not even calculated. Sometimes you just gotta take the risk. This is a character that can live off like just taking a bunch of risk and it working out. Just throwing out a rush punch here and there and just starting a bunch of pressure. So
yeah,
we'll see how it goes. We did see that Blue Lotus went to Soris, so he's sticking true to that. Yeah, and Ice with Lancelot.
Yeah, sticking with the Lancelot as usual. Yeah. Oh, full screen EX rush punch. Yeah, we're definitely seeing both characters be in their elements as best.
Yeah. But yeah, some of the lance changes, like close M has increased recovery, and the big one I think that'll affect a lot of online players is the jump U with the dash down.
Yeah. Also, with the increased landing recovery on JU.
Yeah, so you can't go for a quick low mix-up as fast as before, so it'll be a little bit hard to open up.
Yeah, and with Soris also getting a damage buff, just a little bit on his rush punch, on all versions of his rush punch, I think it's going to make his offense a lot more rewarding, especially against characters like Lancelot if he's going to lock them down, which obviously is not where Lancelot wants to be at any given moment. But we're not seeing that right now. He's definitely got this constant forward momentum here.
And by the way, Ice is on the first place side with
Yeah, let me swap those names real quick.
So getting with the Rekka pressure, this is definitely Ice's round now, but one rush punch can change it. But yeah, that's the thing. Probably I haven't seen too much tech on it, but a lot of Soris pressure I feel like is gonna get like pretty much mitigated with a 2-2H from Lance just to get out pressure. So we'll see how it goes. Big slide, kind of mix up.
Yeah, because if he also wants to kind of instill that pressure, he needs to have done it a lot already, either with 2-2H, with Rush Punch, just make him scared so that way he can even throw out that 2-2M mix, you know?
you see it sort of, I think that's a change. I don't know if he was doing it before, but he's going into Rekka Pressure with close H more. I don't know if the nerf to close M really changed that too much, but it's an interesting pressure string that Ice has been.
I think
that first game.
It could also be because he's trying to beat out any sort of medium buttons that that Lotus might be throwing out there. It could be, you know, to beat those crush options, or it could also, yeah, like you said, maybe due to patch adjustments. But either way, it worked really well for him.
And big whiff on the EX Rush Punch from Lotus. Not gonna have that Rush Punch for quite a while, and yeah, even though it's slowed down, it's still caught Lotus. It's still pretty fast, jumping and then going straight down from JU.
Yeah.
It's still relatively fast. Gotta be ready, even if it was nerfed.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing him.
This is just still basic, still Lance pressure. It's still Lance.
Yeah, exactly. Like despite these nerfs, you know, he's still very confident. Oh, yeah, he's dead here.
Oh, that's also another big nerf to him, I feel like, is the 66H, the EX Gorilla Blade. That's the increased startup on that. I haven't really. It's still kind of fast, but man, before you would blink and you get hit by that move, and you could get a bunch of damage. So it's probably better that it's not that fast.
Yeah, I think they wanted to streamline. What could be is like they wanted to streamline it as an approach tool specifically, and not necessarily to like just catch buttons out of nowhere. You know, at least now it has a more definitive use. Oh man, tried to go for a double overhead. Damn, what a goon!
Lance players are definitely.
Shout out to some of you in the bracket. I'm already.
Didn't have Fireball available, so it's gonna go kind of basic mix. Trying to balance the pressure, yeah, and that was minus there. Great challenge from Ice. Set up the EX Fireball into a mix. A great block on the double.
Ooh, interrupted gold into the Fundoshi, but he is already like really in danger range and only one stock.
And you're still getting oppressed by Lance right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was on top.
Sweet.
Counter hit too, but he couldn't convert. Oh no. Guard break.
Ooh.
Oh, just counter hit straight up. Oh no.
I think that was definitely close to being the right read there, but just was a little late in punishing that teleport from Lance. And Ice is gonna move on in nerfs.
Yeah.
Lance, like definitely got some nerfs, but still working out for Ice.
Yeah. Who knows if the nerfs were even what he needed, you know, or any significant enough to drop him any margin in the tier lists or affect his performance in general.
Because you could kind of see, especially with new patches, you kind of see like, okay, like this character got like a certain amount of nerfs and those are big, but like in the grand scheme of things, it's hard to, you have to like wait it out, of course, because this character is probably still strong at the end of the day. So.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think I could turn off the replay stuff. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm just gonna have to deal with that for a little bit. That's no big deal. Okay, so while we gear up for our next match, which looks like it's going to be Kizzer Crate and Shenanigan. No, sorry, Kizzer Crate and Togenki.
Not familiar with Togenki yet. We'll see. He has a Zoe avatar, so maybe we're gonna see some Zoe. But Kizzer, I haven't heard anything from switching from his main Percival. Who, you know what? I mean, in the patch before this bigger one, they had a small patch where they buffed Percival, especially his sweep. That sweep is absolutely ridiculous. So we'll see how that works out. I'm gonna actually check what happened to Percival.
Yeah, we're seeing, yep, like you said, Percival.
And still Lance. There's still gonna be a lot of Lances. It doesn't matter. As always, the character is the tools he still has are super strong. We'll see the effect of it. Okay, there's really no buffs or nerfs to Percival. It's just it's really just quality of life changes.
Which is fine, which is enough, you know, like really enough to get by.
Because he already got, like, in a small patch earlier in the month, he already got buffed.
Yeah.
So...
And Kizzer is like already consistent enough on Percival to be really creative in certain ways. Like he can definitely play solid neutral, like really awesome footsies from really far.
He is really good at this. He is in the Lance matchup specifically. He consistently catches Lance out of the air jump you even before the pack, and so he's like super right there.
Yeah.
He's super familiar with this match. Like his defense against Lance is pretty good, and he has a really good awareness. But you know, it's still Lance in the corner. You still gonna get mixed.
Yeah, that's
like
gonna hurt for real.
Right now, he's actually gonna cash out. That's pretty good. You still get a beefy setup. But probably next hit or next 2 hits might hit. But yeah, nice DP. Kisser definitely has the awareness to win this match, but great block on the side switch. Yeah, he loves to use that command dash into that low option command dash. It's just something he likes to do in block strings, and it definitely catches people a lot off guard if they're back super quick. So that low option for the EX command dash can catch people off guard. Putting that into use right now is Kizakrait.
Oh wow, the cross up DP or cross cut. That was really interesting. That was input too. Right?
Oh yeah. Still to your player free.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and just see the way he's moving around the screen. Like, it's not really keeping itself but throwing out too many big normals, because against Lance it's gonna get because of Valor's option. So he's moving around with Lance, being really aware of the spaces he doesn't and does want to be.
Took his turn back.
Yeah, that was the EX command dash that I was talking. He uses a lot, gets to cross up, big damage into Skybound. Probably.
Yeah. No, okay. All right. I thought it was. Yeah, you're right. Oh man, the grab of the teleport. That was real sick. Yeah, nice call out by Kizzer.
He jumped way before he even did 2-2. Called that out so early in advance. Great stuff for Kizzer.
Yeah, he was definitely just like more than ready. In Togenki's head.
I mean, as Lance, you know, it's a hard thing to punish really because there's so many options off it, but you have the read,
Oh, he met him in the air again. That could have been devastating
just
for him.
In general, his awareness to air a lot of these things. Anticipate Lance going up. You know, first of all, he's been using Personal Jump JM. Yeah, that one. A lot to swat him out of the air, and it's been working out nicely in a lot of his matches I see him play. The big EXCP, first one out from him. Yeah, there's that low option again, and sometimes it could get into trouble because he gets rid of his EX Grand Dash, but he plays solid enough neutral where he doesn't actually need too often. At least the way in his style that he plays.
Yeah, he's definitely not overextending after getting it, especially not after being punished that one time in the last match. So now we're probably going to see him be a little bit more cautious with it. We might even see the other option coming out of the EX Command Dash, but like you said, with him to kind of just spend it, and for him to go back into neutral, it's not like he's losing much by using it, you know?
Okay, but Lance pressure pretty close to corners. Looking grim for this round for Kizzer.
Yeah, pulls it out real quick.
Tongeki getting himself on the board, trying to like weather out the storm. He's getting a little bit better at meeting Kizakrait in the air instead of getting swatted out of the air himself. Big DP from Kizzer. Yeah, there we go.
We'll see if this is a
good air again.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Little break, and now Kizzer's fighting his way on out of the corner. Probably gonna get Lancelot into a corner of his own.
Make that corner carry. He likes to spend 2 EXs, where most people probably wouldn't spend EXs, but he gets a lot of damage in front. Oh, command grab. First one up, but missed. It's okay, they'll get pressure. Oh, that's stubby.
I think he... yeah, exactly. He had it. After the command throw, he could have definitely closed it out. Oh, he had it there too. Oh, man, what's going on Kizzer's end?
Yeah, Kizzer definitely has a great mindset to not let those things turn. But right now, getting skybounded by Lance.
Yeah, gonna put him in danger range, but he's got an SSBA of his own. Oh, I think one more is gonna do it.
A great block. Oh, can you catch him with the
Wow! For real. I think that's why he did that. He might have known, like, he's not going to end up behind me where it wouldn't matter, but damn.
Like I said,
all right, good
very
awareness.
aware in this match, though. I have no doubt that Kizzer knew that situation perfectly.
Yeah.
Pick up that round. Yeah, that was getting a little scary, but like I said, his awareness is just so strong that he can stay calm and like read out a situation. exactly to take that round. So good stuff to consider moving on into winners. Like I'm glad we got to see that because, like I said, I've been really impressed with the anti like Lance strats he has. He's like probably I don't know how much he practices or it's just like his theory on it, but it's super strong in the so. Up next.
Yeah, his Tolgenki's Lancelot looked really strong, especially later on in the set. Like you saw his momentum completely shift in his favor, and I think that it was because he got a little less audacious with the jump ins, or when he was jumping in, he would jump out with JL, which caught Kizzer a couple of times in the later bits of the round. But I think Kizzer might have just won that. He dropped two things that would have killed.
Yeah.
So for Tolgenki to last that long was sheer luck, but I mean he worked for it to get to that final round there. Definitely had a very, very dominant round, and it looked like it was in the last round. But yeah, coming up next, let you introduce your boy because he's repping your tag, man.
Oh, we're gonna go with.
Oh, looks like. Oh, I see. I was looking at the stream queue. I got mixed. Oh no. That's why I'm back here and not on the sticks, you know what I'm saying?
For right now, it seems like we'll have Kilo and Shenanigans, who are both pretty, like, we already introduced Kilo, but Shenanigans, definitely a consistent participant in the LKL series, so we'll see. It's not joined the lobby yet, so we'll see how that goes and what's going on there. Kilo, we'll see if Kilo throughout the tournament sticks with Zoe, because, you know, obviously some people like to early rounds, if there's a new character they're trying out, play in the early rounds and then go back to the main. I've seen him, you know, bust out a secondary here or there, but it's mainly been Grand. So the fact that he started out with Zoe is going to be super interesting. It looked, at least the mix-ups and the way he's approaching neutral with the Dragon Charge and all that, it looks like he has a good sense of what to do with Zoe right now. The character is a little bit more involved than some of the other Granblue characters, but it's just not too overly complicated to just pick up, but it's a little bit more.
Yeah, Zoe, I think out of most pet characters in other games that have that mechanic, Zoe seems a little bit more streamlined in her process, where it's not necessarily like you're directly controlling that pet character. You're just allowing them to kind of do moves while you're able to, you know, kind of have those free options. And also she has other lockdown options outside of the pet too, which when it goes away, which allows it when it goes away, she still has solid gameplay. She still has really good buttons. She still has like a DP to kind of stay on offense. She still has the EX Lightning, which is just an outstandingly good lockdown tool. And I actually didn't know, you mentioned this a little bit before when we saw Kilo go live, the first match. I didn't know that when the Dragon meter comes live, it gives you another 50% meter. Does that mean that when you build meter on your own, it just stacks on top of that? Or does it just level out?
When it dies, it takes a while, but eventually it'll give you back like 50% meter, but it takes a decent amount of while. So if you're banking on that, like let's say you got knocked down, if you're banking on that, you're going to be out of Dragon meter for a while. And let's go, both Shenanigans and Kilo putting in Zoe work. Let's go. Yeah, both these players are have been super consistent and placing relatively high in these tournaments, and so to see them go to Zoe's, we're gonna have Zoe mirrors.
Yeah, we're definitely I mean, this is not something I've seen ever at all, a Zoe mirror match. So.
I mean, from the matches I have been able to watch, somebody gets in the corner, they are getting oppressed, because we talked about earlier that Zoe's EX DP, it's not really a DP, it's plus, but it's not invincible until frame 11, so you can't use it like a normal wake-up. So she's going to get oppressed. Like right now in this
and then she's gonna be kind of locked down, and all her other DPs are not in. I mean, they don't attack on the rise. You know, the EX DP is the only one that allows it to do so, and it's not even invincible. So, I mean, we're kind of seeing them still trade back and forth with it because both their Dragon meters are now down. So it's like
very good. So like you can tell on Shenanigan's side that it's gone for right now, but if you pay close attention, it'll eventually go back up to 50%. There we go. So.
Okay, yeah, and like you said, it does stack on top of each other. Oh man, Shenanigan's a lot more aggressive with the dragons though.
Ooh, good jump in. Oh, the HDP after.
I'm sorry, Kilo. Yeah, we're seeing definitely a much more slower paced match later on.
And that's the thing, like that charge move that she has does have another option to it where you can like have an invincible. Wow. Okay, that came out of a surprise out of nowhere. But it has another option out of it where it's like invincible. So you charge and then it's unsafe if it gets blocked, but they try to approach you while you're charging. It's an option.
Okay, that's good. That's a good tool to know to see how they use that in this matchup. Okay, we're gonna see the combo here.
Yeah. Okay. EX Lightning to set up a mix-up overhead.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty sick. Zoe's damage output can be crazy if she does get proper resets, but for that guessing game to have to be played against them, he got a reset of his own there with the overhead.
It's probably going to be resources used like most characters. The damage gets pretty wild. But it's a super skybound. The general way people are playing this is sort of like a Guilty Gear or a Guilty Gear character, where you usually just try to get a quick knockdown until you can get a more stable.
All right, cool. Yeah, it looks like 2 Kilo. Okay, sick. And I remember the default is Kilo.
Yeah, you saw Kilo get mixed in the corner, but finding his way out, he got the own mix himself. Which won him that round. Got it. Yeah, both it'll probably take a little bit getting used to it. I think most people are gonna go for overhead first in these mix-ups these first couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And even then, like because of the way this character works, you'll
still get that was nice.
Ooh, dragons.
Yeah, so we're seeing really good amount of tools come out from both players here. In the previous round, we saw Kilo do the empty jump low into a lightning to be able to confirm into a combo. And then in this round, we saw shenanigans. I mean, we've been seeing Kilo do it in the previous match that he was up to on stream, but we've been seeing him stall his air approach. Oh man, this is gonna hurt real bad. Oh man, with the reset too?
Oh, dust ups? Yes. And charge a little bit meter too. Nice. That was a good sequence.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's a really good tool for Zoe to be able to stall her air approach with the lightning is what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that was just a great example of the sequences that Zoe can make. Oh, but speaking of, I think you have to start playing with sound, because if you don't know the dragon's over there, it's like some Marvel stuff where you have no idea if they hold it or not.
Yeah. I mean, because it takes a lot for you to even pay attention to their meter, and then the animation's very, very quick on it.
I think that's gonna be the big thing when you're trying to fight against those. Really noticing where they are and understanding what options they can until the meter goes out.
Right. And even like if the dragon is off screen, is there even an audio cue for the different dragon moves that she throws out? Nice. Cross up lightning. Oof.
Block. Great punch. Good weight on Kilo's part. Great bait, because she really only has her Skybound as a reversal, because like we mentioned earlier, EXD is not a reversal that can be used for her.
Right. And for him to, it doesn't even go all too far too. So for it to be used mid-screen, it's like you want to kind of save it as your reversal if you have to, you know? It's not easy to combo into, it's not, I mean, you can anti-air into it as well, but oh man.
Oh, that was an interesting setup, one for low, charging Granblue meter plus frames. Wait, now it's shenanigans turn, he does have the corner, it has a lot of life to make up with. Great.
There it goes. Kilo in favor. Moving on to winners semifinals, but that's not it for shenanigans yet.
I'm glad we have to see. We're seeing a bunch of Zoe. These players seem to have put in a decent amount of work. Obviously, there's still a lot to be optimized, a lot of familiarity to do, but they have the general sense of to get this character, push to the corner, push to the corner, and then set play. And there's a lot of interesting neutral tools that is going to be hard. And it's not quite simple yet, because a lot of what you can do in Dragon, if you get the 236H, the double laser out, as even if you get hit, it'll still come out as long as it started up already. So. Yeah,
and also for it to even be on the other side, like we were saying earlier, where it's difficult to know. We saw actually even in that matchup, Shenanigans tried to spot dodge it. He heard it, or he saw the animation come out. He knew that it was coming, but I guess he just mistimed it and got caught with the tail end of the laser. But even getting the spot dodge on that initial part, are you going to be able to take your turn back or even have another safe option? Like you're probably just going to take the follow up, you know. So it's like
yeah, you can definitely spot dodge in between, But then
Mhm.
obviously if player has put you in a situation where she can run up while you're spot dodging, you could get punished for it. So yeah,
Yeah.
it is spot dodgeable in between those two ways. But obviously, if the Zoe player does it right, she should be able to get close to you and punish you for it. But up next, we have Macho, Midwest Movement's own Macho versus
What?
Midi. Yes, and once again, Zoe mirrors. I mentioned earlier that because of the Lance changes that he really wanted to try out Zoe. He's big on, in other games, he's big on set play characters, so this character has a lot of set play. Midi, I believe, was a fairy player before, but Zoe's so cool.
Yeah, because Macho plays Seth, and in Under Night he plays Seth and
and then
who else? Byakuya?
Yeah, and then Zero May Cry.
Oh yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah. All right, double lasers.
Okay, real nice anti-air into the hard knockdown. Got him in the corner already.
Yes, and this is so big. He kind of uses that little Rekka thing, kind of like Lance as well. It's not as involved of a mix-up as Lance's Rekkas, but it's a nice little thing for pressure here there. Right, using the EXPPs for plus frames, back to the corner you go. Double laser. Save pressure into just the throw, but that's good because...
Okay, it's real dangerous now.
See that? Yeah, that second part is like around, I think we were testing it, it's around, I don't think the exact frame data is out, it's like around like -6 to -8, but it's usually pushing back where most characters can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that too, where even though it is unsafe on block, or even minus on block, it's really difficult, especially for Zoe, to take her turn back because of the pushback. Nice with the reset too, so.
Okay, not a confirm after it though. But yeah, he still has a little bit of Dragon Meter with it. I'm gonna set up. Yep, double laser again. That's gonna combo with the throw. Perfect.
That was sick.
Yeah, I feel like that's how these Zoe mirrors are gonna. Somebody pushes to the, kind of like Lance mirrors. Somebody pushes to the corner. You're just gonna keep getting pressed.
Yeah, it is definite oppression from Macho's end, because he's just being really smart with the dragon setups. Oh, just chopped right out of the store.
Oh, they're both charging. That's sick. That's gonna be so sick. We're gonna get. Oh, it's the second time. He's mid-screen, baited out that throw. I'm trying to use the lightning, but off-screen, not quite the right spacing. Alright.
Ah, caught with the overhead. Oh, but didn't actually get to convert off it. Just a little bit late on the pickup.
Oh, but this is gonna confirm. Oh! But went for a safe trip instead. He's oppressing right now. Yeah, but takes a turn back, but... On the EX version, that second hit, though, it is definitely punishable.
Mm-hmm. Alright, noted.
Yeah, charging up. Yeah. And even though like Midi has been trying to charge up with him, he's just still been getting pushed to the corner. Double tech in his screen. Oh, trying to press buttons. Yeah, without a really great reversal here, you're gonna have to all this overhead again. Afterwards, but it's like the 4th time. Okay, he's kind of himself at that point.
Yeah, he was at that point. He was just holding forward on the stick, dude. All right, Macho takes it over Midi. Damn.
Yeah, once again, trying out the new character. This character is super cool, so I don't blame a lot of people for trying her out.
Yeah, I mean, of course not. It's like a very cool character. I think that out of everyone has been really taking well to her release, whether they play her or not. Like everybody's just kind of really happy to see this kind of character and of her archetype and of her visual style in the game. So I think everybody was just really happy to see Zoe. I don't play the mobile game, so I don't know if she was that widely received as a character in that game.
Apparently she really was. That's what I've been told.
Oh, okay.
So.
Damn, people are making the predictions even like before the game came out, dude. But all right, up next, we're gonna have Kizicrate back up versus Kilo, so it's likely going to be the Percival Zoe. We saw a really strong Zoe from Macho, so I'm curious if we're seeing strong Zoes from both Kilo and Macho, but I was like overthinking. I was kind of thinking ahead about the Kilo and Macho Zoe mirror match. Like I was really curious to see, but I am actually curious to see if Kizicrate has the knowledge that he needs to get through this Zoe matchup.
And Kizer always seems like very studied or studious in matchups. Like we were talking about how aware he was during the Lance sets. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, obviously it's a new character. Like that's the hard part. Like even though there's been a couple days, it's still like the amount of times you can play against that character in like 2 or 3 days. It's not a lot. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, Kilo obviously seems pretty comfortable with like the set play part already. I think that was the part that Kilo himself when he played Grand was very aware of like the confirms and stuff. So we'll see. And Kizzer, I mean, he's no stranger to getting put into some set play coming from a Guilty Gear background.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, even he plays a very set play heavy character in that game. He plays Kai, so it's like he knows exactly
Most
what
characters are set play heavy anyway.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you're right. So we'll see. Kizzer, obviously, I don't think I think for a short while, very early on in the game, was trying Grand, but at some point he's just like, nah, I'm sticking with Kizzer. I think he was of the mindset of, if you don't know anything, just get better. I forgot the exact quote he tweeted. It was super good. I really appreciate it. But yeah, see how it goes. Kizzer, Kilo, game 1.
Okay, she sent the dragon all the way to the other end.
And that's interesting that Kizzer did that. It's like he saw the dragon come out and then he ran for it. So like I don't know what would be better for Zoe. The sandwich situation or if the dragon in front. Oh, really using that lightning is Kilo.
Rush through. Yeah, you're right. I think that was a pretty calculated response from Kizzer to just rush forward instead of getting sandwiched because the lightning even has maximum range, and Kizzer's just willing to always close that gap like he did to close that round out.
And also, I believe this is the winners finals and grand finals of SSL this past week. But obviously, Kilo on a very different character now. But yeah, like we saw Zoe get hit, but that double lead is still coming out. There's the typical 2 usage of the EX meter from Kizzer. Yeah, we're pressing the corner. Keep talking about Zoe doesn't really have a special situation. But he's using a lot of lightning to try and get to space. Great confirmed though off a counter air to air. Kizzer. Command grab, let's see. Yep. Last time he dropped it, but this time, second time.
Yep. Kizzer taking the first match in this set. Damn. Just frame into the rematch? Okay.
Yeah, so it looks like Kilo is pretty squarely, at least in winners, pretty squarely on trying out Zoe for this bracket. Right, yeah, he has the corner and some Dragon Meter left. It's about to go down right now. He's gonna wait it out. Yeah, big challenge from Kizzer. And that's good to challenge there because that's actually great awareness because he had no Dragon Meter. And now it just came back. That was like a long time. I should probably count how many seconds exactly. That was a long time.
Yeah, it really seemed like a long time, but Kizzer took advantage.
Yeah, he challenged when, like you were saying, he challenged when the Dragon Meter wasn't.
Okay, nice. Into the SVA. I don't think that's going to kill, but definitely going to put him...
I'm going to cash out right now because one mix-up is going to do it. Wow, roll.
Yeah, that was real risky.
Great anti-air, couldn't get the normal hit confirm, and Kizzer's going to take advantage of that.
Okay, poised to take the set.
We haven't really gotten to see Zoe get her game started. That's a good... Oh my god. Even off a normal hit, she still got that combo off of a 2H anti-air.
Yeah, it's really rough for Kilo to kind of get his game going because every time he's trying to like set up Dragon, Kizzer is subverting it by just avoiding it, basically, and then also he's been very, very expensive. He's just spending the Dragon Meter a lot, and it might be to his detriment here. Actually, yeah, getting killed and losing the set to Kizzer 2-0.
2-0. That's the hard part playing new character. Obviously, Kizzer very, very familiar. Yeah, Kilo still trying to find the ropes, but appreciate that he's trying it out in bracket because I think that's one of the best ways to try out new character because you never fully know unless you like try it out. I mean, obviously, like we were talking about, the stakes are a little bit lower than a typical local tournament, but you never know, like in a 2 out of 3 set, how you are gonna react. So
yeah,
but good stuff to Kizzer. I think does that put him into either?
Yeah, definitely. He moves on to winners final.
Okay, so that puts him into winners finals, and up next we're gonna get Macho vs Ice. I was talking about this match earlier. They played last week. It was a really, really close Lance mirror. But right now, we don't know if Macho is going to go Zoe, Lance, Matera. I don't know.
Yeah, he's kind of got a solid amount of characters under his belt now. It looks like he's sticking with the Zoe.
He's been trying to figure out which one to go with, and it looks like it is going to be Zoe. We'll see how that goes, because we've been talking about Zoe doesn't have the greatest reversals, and if Lance gets you in the corner, that could spell danger. But also, Zoe has a set play to match too.
Yeah, exactly. By consequence, Lancelot is not as, the startup on certain things has been increased, so he's probably able to get caught by certain things a little bit more. So if Macho is able to stay on the offensive a lot, then he can really lock Ice down.
Yeah, that second part of that Rekka series does like a flip kick. That's super powerful. So be ready.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. But Lance in the corner. Yeah,
he's making love to down back as best as he can.
Oh wow! Okay, jump.
Back throw.
Yeah, back throw. This could start something big. Oh yeah, he was trying to bait out a 2-2H there. He's really trying to air, and finally does it. And right at the time, Macho wasn't expecting.
Oh, nice punish on the slide, just for the throw, but
Screen, the setup aren't really too great, so he's just gonna try to push in the corner again. Wow, went for the second record.
Yeah, Macho's really respecting these air approaches.
It's hard because you don't. Oh, great punish! You don't actually know what the best option is if you're not too familiar with a new character. So sometimes you'll kind of be.
Yeah.
Big damage. That was off of auto combo too. It still killed you.
Yeah, Macho's Dragon Meter didn't deplete until the end of that, so it was a mix between him just kind of being on defense for a while, but also him being very calculated in how to use it. So he's got a good grasp on resource management at the very least.
But you might not get much resources if. Yeah, even on the second record, was trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, you're just getting a press in the core. Great challenge there. And that's one of the other things too. Even though he's too familiar with Zoe yet, he obviously played Lance, so knows a lot of the strings. Oh, that would have been sick if he got that confirmed, but got into a reset. So see, scaled a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that little health against Lance. Yeah. So Lance has one of the best chip outs in the game with the EX Back. You can make it so there's only one frame gap, so you can beat the system where if it's a true block string, it won't chip you out.
Yeah.
It's one of the best round closers out on a pixel.
Yeah, and if Macho is not churning the butter on super, then he's definitely just got to hold that. But that's a risk that a lot of players take when they are blocking that.
Speaking of blocking, still in this corner, trying to block his way out. 5-0. Okay, so,
anti-air,
it was
nice.
Close enough to punish that second Rekka, but hey, wow, went over that, and now we have Zoe pressure. Let's get it started. 2-3-6.
Oh, jumps over
Lance
the laser, dude.
Doesn't
gonna react in time.
Yeah, it's definitely a read that Macho has to make if he even wants to start his set play to just try and stop that and get him to respect on the ground first. So I'm interested to see throughout the set how that goes.
Oh, mashing, dude.
And I think, honestly, in that situation, if it wasn't nerfed Lance, I think he would have blocked in time. It's not done yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
With the JL, there you go.
I was worried how someone would get the last hit with Zoe, because I guess throwing Dragon could do a chip here or there. Nothing.
Yeah. I think we're gonna see the chip outs a little bit less on Macho's end or on Zoe's end, just because she's got to have a lot already. She's basically already won if she's having you block the dragon laser and the lightning. But good stuff on Macho to be able to close that one out. But he's right back in it, doing well too.
Great challenge, and I think off of this hit you're.
Oh, caught him at the arm,
wow,
but...
yeah, you cannot 2-2H all those strips. Oh, okay, yeah, because he didn't have the EX he needed available. Yeah, still putting on that pressure, pressing in this corner. The taste of your own medicine, but side switch, now Ice has the corner.
Yeah, Macho is constantly, whenever he takes to the air, he's always throwing that JL out, so that way he can catch any sort of air approach in response from Ice. But
EXDP from Zoe being plus, but Ice challenged it. That's what gave him this situation right here. Still challenge on plus frames, no fear from Ice.
Hey.
Whoa.
Alright.
Yeah, big bet from Ice. Not gonna work out. Gonna go straight into Super Skybound.
Yeah, I'm curious what he attempted to respond with there. Maybe like with button or
maybe like maybe like a dragon or a charge dragon. Either way, it's the bad bet, and puts Macho on match point.
Yup. Yeah, Macho's poised to take it and move on to winners finals, but who knows? Maybe Ice will take it back. Maybe we'll see a momentum shift. But okay, takes his turn back, and he's got a combo started.
Setting up EX Fireball, trying to lock down Zoe. It's interesting that he backed off there. There's not much Zoe. Obviously, the EXDP isn't eventually for the level.
Yeah, you don't want to give her that breathing room to get dragons on the board.
Well, yeah, he's trying to bait out the 2-2 by an early jump A. Hasn't been working out too much, but it's out of commission for him right now. Back throw, big back throw for Ice. But yeah, straight into Skybound, keep it simple. Ooh, okay, yeah.
Nice, yeah. Alright.
Put himself on the board in this second game.
Staying alive just a bit. Got a round for himself. Rosetta's got to see how this one ends. Immediately took to this guys, both of them.
Both of them. And it seems like, the big thing that Macho's trying to do is try to air to air. There's a lot of options that Lance has. Big combo, that's big damage into EX Fireball mix. Overhead. Yeah, he's still kind of unfamiliar. I guess that far 5L is probably going to be the challenge. But trying to back throw in the corner, most likely. Oh, went for the second hit. A lot of corner push, but Lance has a lot of ways to movement out of the corner. Why didn't get that throw? Let's see if he can set it up. Ooh.
Oh, whiff throw. Oh, he could have died. That was real scary. Anti-air. You had the dragon meter to be able to convert into a fire. Oh wow. Man, this is gonna hurt.
Let's see what the damage is on that. Oh,
so
he
laser over it.
But an overhead. We're gonna see that set up a ton. The 2L into the universal overhead, backed by the 236H from the dragons. Macho gonna take that set going into winners final.
That was pretty nice. Yeah, the way that he had that lockdown, 2 resets back to back. Just to be able to take that round, that was nice.
Yeah, he wasn't too sure on the damage output. He wasn't too familiar yet if that would kill or not. Just confirming off the step bounce, so went into a mix-up to really guarantee the next hit will kill. That for him. Good stuff. The Macho gonna move on to winners final. Yeah.
Yep. And now we are officially in top 8 region.
All right.
We have been for a bit, so we're going to do. Looks like Shenanigans versus Togenki up on stream.
Shenanigans lost in a Zoe mirror in winners to Kilo, so we'll see if he sticks to Zoe. I know when people play new characters, they're like, all right, in winners, I'll try out the new character, and then in losers, let me go back to the basics. Whereas Togenki also stuck to Lance, so see how that works out. Yeah, we have a lot of Lance and Zoe today.
Yeah, it's kind of like all that we're seeing a little bit. We kind of weeded out the Kataриnas, weeded out everybody that we've seen enough of. We want to see these Lance changes, and we want to see all the Zoe stuff. So it'll be really interesting if we're able to see a Zoe mirror match grand finals. But who knows? We'll see. So looks like we got coming over to the match now.
It looks like we're gonna have Zoe. I think these players. It looks like Shenanigans gonna stick to Zoe probably this whole bracket.
Yeah.
Togenki going to probably most likely their main with Lance. So we'll see how it goes.
I mean, we've been seeing a lot of how it's been going this specific matchup, but let's see if Togenki's able to shake it up a bit.
Yeah, once again, take it to the highest. I think that's a constant. Because her EXDP doesn't become invincible right away, I feel like the skies are gonna be hard because you'll have to make a.
Yeah, if coming from the right angle, if it's just outside Zoe's 2H range, which goes very, very high but doesn't go very far, I think that's the gamble that Togenki is just willing to take right now with all these air approaches. And this is looking pretty dominant of a round, man.
Like we were saying, because Zoe doesn't have that so is that you could just get oppressed by Lance pressure. Lance doesn't have to think twice about it.
Yeah, who knows if that was just Shenanigan trying to like gather data, because he didn't really press any of the buttons that he had, you know. He also wasn't given much room, so there's that. Into a throw, he's doing a lot of throws, a lot of overheads.
He's getting dangerously close to the.
you know, Togeki is just guessing right on a lot of these, and Shenanigans is not willing to take a gamble. He's just holding all of it. Okay, finally got something here.
Charging that Dragon Meteor, I like that idea because I feel like right now, yeah. Ooh, what a temper.
Ooh, that was nice.
But I feel like Lance has so many ways out that maybe, like, obviously you could still get him to respect some of the mix-ups, but I feel like charging that Dragon Meteor is going to be a little bit more important this match to have a sort of a fight in neutral with the Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the same situation that we were seeing earlier in the Kisser Crate matchup against Zoe, where you kind of just want to avoid the dragon pressure by all costs. So it's either like that complete rush down, or if there is a dragon on screen, just push forward, you know? Don't give Zoe any sort of breathing room for her to be able to, you know, instill some pressure.
EX fire for day.
Yeah, it's just non-stop, but finally found a hole.
Yeah, and then 2-2H is gonna like mitigate a lot of pressure unless you completely. That's the.
Anti-air. That's it. Tolgenki taking the first match. This is loser's side, so loser this turns their game off, or I don't know, leaves the lobby.
Yeah, I've been trying to check myself on saying is gonna go home because they're probably already home.
Yeah, yeah, man. That's how it's gonna be for a little bit, you know. Damn, yo, Evo.
Oh, yeah. Don't remind
Evo
me.
online?
Don't
Alright,
remind
that'll be a conversation for later, man. I just thought about it.
Game 2, Tongeki Shenanigans. Again,
Dude, it's
in different corners, same game.
yeah, exactly. We're definitely saying, dude, he's just skating all over the place, just making sure that he is like within, you know, within arm's length of Zoe all the time. Okay, there we go.
Right. And yeah.
Situation,
Yeah,
like you said. If you don't want to deal with anything, no guess. Oh, I lost my turn? Psych. It's my turn still. By the time he quote-unquote loses his turn again, he'll just have another 2-2H, but who knows if he'll be able to get another turn because his life is looking real low, big guy.
And that's the hardest part. Wow, what was that?
Nice. So.
That's the hardest part because I feel like Zoe does have on what Lance is gonna do to bust out a pressure. It's like a pretty hard read, but with this confirmed.
Oh! 2-2H down with a button, the neutral throw to end up on the other side, but he was still able to protect that throw, and now he got chipped out.
Talk about like what ways is Zoe gonna chip down? Probably that 2-6L, throwing the dragon at you. Yeah, again, the jumps, like, it's so hard for Zoe to get out of it. Because he can do jumpy, JU, he can do teleport. There's a lot of things in the air that's just making it hard for Zoe to really continue. But 5L challenge.
Come down with a button. Says plus, but decides to jump. I think it's a little tough situation too, because even though Zoe is plus, there is a decent amount of pushback where she can't respond with a lot, but she can respond with an SBA to hit that overhead. That's going to do a decent amount of damage because that's raw.
Yeah, and she doesn't really get a really involved setup. So she's going to back off, use that lightning.
Cross up. Yeah, Tolgenki is being very, very calculated with his jump-ins now. He's gotten anti-aired enough, but he needs to jump when you have the...
Putting himself on match point.
Yeah, so now we're definitely going to see probably acts of desperation come out from Shenanigans.
Yeah, and I mean, you're definitely going to start getting a press round.
Oh, man. Just immediately, like, anytime he gets hard knocked down, it's just a 2-2H option, and Shenanigans has not been ready for it anytime. He's done it almost every time.
Well, it's always about to get the corner, but yeah, a lot of those options that Lance has down were always the strongest, where she has the set play going, but even Lance
I don't think that's low enough. Yeah, just gets out of the corner, actually still punished for it by the slide, and that's it.
That Skybound or Super Skybound, how to rush is weird, but everybody should definitely practice blocking it because it has a considerable amount of blocks and you have to wait like a long time before. But good stuff. Good punish from Togeki. sending shenanigans back to the home where he probably already resides in. But
Yeah.
shenanigans, trying out that new character, Zoe. It's gonna take a while. I mean, obviously, we're seeing some good Zoe stuff already, but you know, it's obviously gonna be a while. I don't know if everybody, it's the new flavor of the month. We don't know, but it's obviously how different people are approaching it. So.
Yeah, that's likely what's happening, right? People are probably still trying to gather the information tree, then trying to apply it. You know, they're trying to see how this character feels for them in a competitive setting, you know, outside of just like online lobbies where they're just absorbing anyway. You know, they're just like trying to understand and learn the matchup. And this is just them like putting it, like throwing it at a wall and seeing where it sticks, you know? So it's probably, we're just gonna, this is a testing ground, especially seeing as how it's been a few days, you know? So, but we're going to move over.
And wow,
yeah, move over to the next match. Oh, no Zoe this time.
Wukash plays Granblue. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, Wukash, the only other time I saw him playing was on the Narmaya too, so and he's been doing pretty solid. I haven't seen him show up a lot in Low Kick Online, so thanks to Wukash. Shout out to Wukash for getting this far in this week's bracket.
See how it goes. Yeah, Narmaya is actually a big winner in this patch. She got a lot of stuff that I can't even figure. Like, I honestly probably should have known like a lot of Narmaya stuff as the matchup wise, but yeah, there weren't a lot of Narmaya. Although, surprisingly, in Chicago, Royal Heart and Arm. But
yeah, I think those are the two that at least like stuck with her, because there was like a big, you know, technical barrier for her. Oh man, and we're definitely seeing it right now because there's just as many tools as this character has, like constantly applying them, especially in a matchup like this where Catalina just has, you know, a very basic set of tools, but they do effectively the same thing that Narmaya can. It's just really rough, and we're seeing it in practice here.
It's an old meme where there's like, it's like a stick figure drawing of like one player has like, you know, basically hieroglyphics going around. Just has like one button.
Yeah, do the same thing.
But yeah, Narmaya like has a lot of great tools. It's just like knowing the situations and knowing where to use them is really the hardest part about using her.
Yeah.
She has two different stances, so the best thing that you can do is that you use an EX move, you know, other stance, and then you'll have a new set of moves to use.
Yeah, the rough part about Narmaya is most of her other specials are kind of just subverted. Like, if she doesn't have corner pressure, it's really difficult for her to have... Oh, man.
5H, that's still... as much as that move got nerfed, it's still super good, and it'll still melt your... Gets a counter hit into a confirm.
Yeah. Into the match win. Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, Narmaya is like... Without... Basically, her what is it, 214H in the draw stance with the it looks like it's the slashes, unless it's H version. There's really no point in using it in the mid screen because it doesn't lead to a knockdown. It's right in front. You don't have advantage afterwards, so like you're always just using that version, and then it immediately just puts it on cooldown, right? So you can't mix anymore, and then you have to stance switch in order to apply any more pressure. Oh, nice. The cross up there.
Yeah, he crossed up. I feel like he wanted to stay like controlling the corner, but went to the other side again.
Yeah, see, like, there are very, very clear drawbacks to Narmaya that we're seeing here, where even in, like, really good hands, it's just, like, the way that she applies her tools are just very, very difficult. Okay, immediately comes in with the jump and cross-up.
Yeah, gonna push in the corner a little, big EXCP. And you see, I've been really appreciating Rogue, already really familiar with how to change the pressure, always starting with close to L.
Yeah.
And then the mix-up afterward is, like, the frame trap.
Dude, he's just so liberal with these EXDPs right now. He does not want to lose any advantage. It's not like... Yeah, it's not like Narmaya's going to, like, keep that pressure if she gets it. Is this dead? Oh, yeah, cutscene. Yeah, that's dead. Dude.
I mean, yeah, you get the wall bounce from Cat up one straight hit. Still the strength of the character. This character definitely got a little bit nerfed here and there, but man, that strength is still there to melt your health up one straight poke. Ugh.
I mean, did she really? Because like shit, they just nerfed everybody. Or like most of the people that were in her tier and in her realm of play, they all got nerfed. So it kind of keeps Catalina in the same place, but just brings everybody else up. But we're probably going to see a lot of dominant Catalina play.
That's still so strong. You're close to the core and the threat of a 5H just crushing you, and then
Right.
like, you're still losing half your health. Like, ugh.
Yeah, it hurts, man. It's soul crushing, especially with how like simply she can do it too. You know, just kind of like you said, just one button. It's far H.
Yeah, right.
She has to.
All right, up next.
Yeah, up next we're moving on to the winners final
Okay.
of the top 8 side, and it's going to be Macho versus Kizzer. So we might see Macho bust out the main for this matchup, considering that it's not really a testing ground on Kizzer's end. But who knows?
Like, this was losers final. I think they also played in winners of SSS online this past Saturday, and like that's where I was like really impressed. We talked about how aware Kizzer was in the Lance matchup. That's where I was really impressed when I finally started seeing it. He beat Macho pretty convincingly, so we'll see how it goes. We don't, and plus with Lance nerfs, we'll see if he sticks with it. Yeah, he's gonna go with Zoe. And okay,
okay. Okay, we're seeing the Zoe mirror from both of these guys. Let's go,
Let's
Kizzer.
Guilty Gear background, Kizzer. Gonna maybe put in some dust loops. I saw him in the chat, wondering where the dust loops at. Maybe he'll show us. Let's go, Zoe mirror.
Yeah, let's see these dust loops he was asking for. Dude, that's sick. All right, I'm just glad to see Kizzer playing off of the Percival, but still trying to just have fun with it, you know?
Clash. I have a
with
feeling
Dragon Clash.
Zoe off of Clash. Obviously in the mirror match, doesn't matter too much. Off of Clash, I feel like Zoe's a great option, especially. Alright, time for the mix. I feel like, I think it's a dash he probably wanted to try and set up something. But big 2H. Okay, just gonna keep it simple. Not gonna go into anything too involved with the 2H counter.
Yeah, he went to a DP Ender and then tried to set up with the Dragon Laser, but he probably knows now that there's just not enough time for him to be able to do that. Oh man, convert into the SSBA? Yeah. Might kill? I mean, that was a full auto combo, so it scaled all the way, but who knows? Yeah, it's dead.
It's not a ton!
Yeah, that's a lot, dude. Well, first blood goes to Macho. Maybe Kizzer is, just applying all the knowledge here, but he's seen a lot of Zoes for basically the whole tourney, but also all week,
It's really interesting
nice.
to see. Yeah, that's that move. Like you're trying to bait out. If you're trying to approach, that's like the one option she has to like stop you. Right, Macho controlling the corner now.
Yeah, Macho's a big fan of when he staggers that pressure with the Rekka thing, he'll stop it early, which is probably a habit that he's got from Lancelot, but he'll stop it early, and then the second time he does it, he'll go for the low, because he's kind of like got them ready for a response, and then he'll just hit them. But damn, huge life lead for Macho here.
Yeah, that's setup, yeah. Like the setup after like the actual mix, it's good, but it's not like unblockable. But like just the amount of layers you can do in the situation, especially every year. Pretty tough situation. Wow. Yeah, charging up Dragon is Kizzer. Yeah, and once Zoe gets the corner, I feel the match changes significantly. Alright, let's see what Kizzer can set up. Alright, EX Lightning. Alright, uses the EX Lightning to set up something again. It's a lot of layers, but nothing came out of it.
Okay, goes for the big one, but actually punishable as hell.
That's definitely very punishable. Okay.
Damn, stuck out the 2L and he gets SBA'd for it. Probably gonna bring him over to the corner. It sends pretty far. Yeah, just about.
Yeah, and Macho and our Kizzer is about to lose that Dragon. It's gonna be kind of tough. Especially that Macho still has a little bit available. Yeah, it's a tough situation for Kizzer. The Super gets like, oh! That could have been at the Super Sky Bomb, but didn't believe. Still, finally just gets the Dragon Meter. Now he has something to work with, but big throw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just putting you, like, that's, even though it's not good as a traditional DP, just being able to throw it out in neutral and then start some plus frames and just start a mix-up with even mystery. That's super strong.
Looks like he's staying on the Zoe too.
Alright, he's gonna commit. It'll be really interesting too because, I mean, Kizzer dabbled around with it, but Macho played Eunice a lot, like, sort of like grid charges in Eunice, the grid wars.
Yeah, I mean, like we were saying earlier too, Kizzer definitely has a humongous background in Guilty Gear, so this style of play, both of these characters have something to take away from this character, from the other games, and apply it to this character.
I'm actually gonna start this year, the wars where they're just gonna start charging and the mind game between teams.
Yeah.
Big setup. Oof. Wow. Okay.
Meaty
I thought
dragon?
for sure he was gonna use laser, but he just stood there and then threw the dragon.
Yeah. I mean, it traded, not in his favor. Oh man, his laser was just a little bit higher.
2H. Wow, it's still confirmed. Uh-oh. Big setup time.
Oh, counter hits.
Damage with the setup. Alright, gonna use a bunch of EX, gonna use a 236H, that's gonna confirm into it.
Oh! He just went into a store. He didn't even try to close that out. He was just...
That's interesting.
Damn.
Because I don't know if he's unfamiliar or the height, maybe if it hits weird, can't confirm. We'll have to check that out.
Yeah, he probably was just... It might have been something different that he was going for, because he did have full meter. Yeah, that's wicked. You gotta be kidding me.
Alright, yeah, that setup we've seen a lot today. 2L into the universal.
Yeah, it's really tricky too, because she can just also dash up 2L again, you know? Nice. Sniped.
Yeah. I didn't realize how big that air is. Like,
yeah, I think it covers both ranges, so it's just like the entire ground. Oh man.
Ooh, we almost got something. Kind of hit the big bet from Macho. Yeah, you saw what I was talking about earlier. That block stun is like super big, so just
yeah, it's huge. He definitely probably was prepared for it because he waited a while.
Right, gonna get it one apiece. And
or he was mashing because of point blank.
I feel like in a pride thing, I don't think either of these characters or these players are gonna switch off of Zoe. The pride thing would just be like, okay, yeah, you're playing Zoe.
Oh, counter hit. Didn't pick up after.
I know. It was wonky because it counter hit the 2L, so maybe some of the spacing got weird there.
Yeah. Now they're just playing projectile battle.
Yeah, because like you could sort of bait out an anti-air and stop your like momentum with the lightning. So it could be tricky air movement for Zoe for main anti-air. It's nice.
Yeah, if it's something that Zoe's getting trigger happy with, it's going to really switch up their anti-air options, but it seemed like Kizzer, every time that Macho was trying to do it, Kizzer was ready to like dash up and try to catch the fall, but he just wasn't able to quite land it, and Macho able to land the round win, so poised to take... Oh no, this is winner's final, so yeah, we are first to 3. Okay.
First to 3
Cool. Still a lot of room here.
Almost got the counter confirmed, but reset anyway. Trying to keep that corner. Okay, yeah, big bet on the second hit of that Rekka. It's gonna put him into a mix-up, I have to guess. And confirm? Ooh, that's a, ooh, almost. That was a wonky confirm, and I'm sure with more practice, Kizzer is probably gonna have like the awareness to confirm off that, but we could try there.
Yeah, it's not an easy dust loop to land, so even Kizzer coming from gear has having issues with that, but yeah, like you said, it was probably also just a wonky confirm. Oh. Laser? Yeah, point blank. Laser's just a great tool to even just gap close, you know?
If the opponent gives you space and you have time to use it, you're probably gonna use it.
Yeah.
The only problem is obviously this character with the meter management and dragon gate. It just going.
Battle 3, engage.
Right, push into the corner. Yeah, and I like that he's keeping it very safe now. Like, he's got punished a couple times, Macho, by using the second hit of that series. So he's been keeping it a lot safer, using just the first hit. But Kizzer, time to set something up.
Going with the high options every time there, just kind of wanting to keep him blocking. Oh man, Dust just ended up on the other side.
And the big problem for Kizzer right now is his drip. It's gonna be quite some time to attack him unless he charges it. So yeah.
Dropped it, but wasn't able to punish on the recovery. Nice.
Yeah, just a small little confirm. It's nice damage. Time to set something up. Oh, he got him again!
Counter hit. That's SBA. Yup,
yeah,
dude.
Big damage.
Alright, that's massive damage. Probably to a win here. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know like the actual damage on that, but I've been super surprised at actually how, even off of like auto hit confirms, how many times that's killed already.
Yeah, yeah, like me too, exactly. Just off of the auto combo stuff. It scales like almost not at all. Okay, just storing in his face. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, there's that follow-up move from the chart. They try to jump at you to be used as an anti-air too. Uh-oh. Big situation for Macho now. To set it up.
Cross up. Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, and if you're setting up the double laser from that far, you kind of have to guess, okay, you jump open, so you can either commit to the mix-up or commit to anti-air.
Yeah, Macho's gonna have to commit to pushing forward here because
Oh,
he
that was
doesn't
great
want.
because Macho knew his about to end, and so he just started charging, but he had the mind what because they wanted anti-air them out of the air that follow-up, and now Macho is unmatched.
Yeah. Yeah, one thing that Macho's being really smart at doing is when he is storing, he is constantly coming out with that button because it does beat projectiles, it is invincible, it does anti-air, so... Oh man, counter hits. Damn, just far enough to be able to set up a laser anti-airs him into it.
Like, that's the situation where... Right again! Ah!
You gotta be kidding me. That round was so fast. Macho taking it 3-1 over Kizzer Crate, knocking him down into losers.
Yeah, even though they're definitely still getting familiar with the character, Macho definitely saw that habit of Kizzer either teching or 2Ling at the wrong time and just constantly use that counter hit overhead to win him that round. So good stuff to Macho. That's something like, you know, the mind game still can carry across over different characters and even the so good stuff to Macho. We're gonna go back to the loser side. Macho sits real pretty in grand final side with his weak one Zoe. I wasn't sure if he was gonna commit to Zoe or he's gonna switch to Lance or Materia here or there, but it seems pretty square on Zoe. So that's good. We'll get to see probably a lot more Zoe now. And we will probably see a lot more Zoe again because we're gonna go into the next match, Kilo versus
Rogue. I think both of these have been running Zoe.
Rogue has been running Cat.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Switched over to Zeta.
Yeah,
huh?
I think they played in winners earlier, and the Cat got smoked. So now he's going to Zeta, which is an interesting. She in the smaller patch, she got a decent amount of buffs, especially to her like 2H. But yeah, and in this newer patch, just a lot more quality of life. So she already got her buffs from the earlier patch. They were pretty good buffs. So
yeah, they really were. They buffed her 2H before too, which was kind of wicked that they buffed it twice. Yeah.
Just became a much more consistent character.
Yeah, they definitely buffed a lot for her air game because now, from what I know, like a lot of her 6-6 stuff from the air is more consistent.
Right.
I think they increased the hitbox, something like that.
All right, push into the corner with that.
As well as her airborne SBA. I think they made that hitbox a little bit more consistent. So Zeta is just like, I think they're trying to streamline the identity. They've constantly given this character buffs. They want people to just play her, and now we're seeing Rogue kind of having the upper hand against Kilo here.
And I feel like, I think right now, maybe he's like enjoying that projectile game a little bit more against this character, rather than the projectile that Cat has.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's really poking with that too. It's definitely similar to Cat's 2M as well, so familiarity there from Rogue. Uh-oh. Getting close to the corner. Is it time to start? He's trying to store up some Dragon Meters, so when he does get the hit, the situation will be good. Is it good?
Oh, man.
No! Yeah.
That was counter hit. He is dead, man.
Something if you're a Granblue player, if you're consistently good Granblue, that's something across all characters that you'll probably know how to do. When to throw out that overhead to counter hit for big damage. Doesn't matter the character, it'll always be available.
Okay, blocked the overhead, but was still able to take his turn back.
Yeah, that's really interesting that Rogue has sort of scouted out that Kilo is trying to take the turn like too much, like run up, and instead has been challenging himself. Negative sandwich.
Oh.
It's really putting in that overhead, again. Yeah,
okay,
and that's what I'm saying. Like Kilo has been taking his turn back a lot against that overhead, so that's why Rogue has been pretty antsy after the game.
Oh man, the big swing. Same plus. Dashes forward. Oh, was she able to dodge this? No. SSBA takes the round for Rogue.
Yeah, you could tell like that's something that Kilo does often with Gran. It's just like put yourself in a situation. He loves that. So great call out from Rogue to snuff that out.
Mm.
Battle 3, engage.
And I wonder that too, the air options that Zeta has, because Zoe really has. I mean, the EXDP, it doesn't become invincible to turn 11 like we talked about, but also her 2H a little slower, and like you have to make it really like that. So if it does happen, that's a pretty decent amount of damage.
Yeah, like you're saying a lot about the EXDP, but I feel like that 2H is just huge. Oh man.
And that's what I felt like maybe the Zeta pick was about. Like he was trying to bait out that 2H, or maybe like because you can like sort of stall yourself the options that Zeta has, but hasn't worked out. And he's still sticking with, despite mainly playing Catalina today.
Yeah. I mean, it's a character that's gotten buffs all across the board, so he's probably just like feeling a little bit more comfortable putting those buffs to the test. But right now, they're looking a little rough as he got in the jump in too. Sent the lightning just. Yeah, he went for the. I think it was the M lightning too, because it didn't show up anywhere on screen.
Maybe it was supposed to be an H lightning. So yeah, see, he's trying to use that air approach a lot.
Ooh, through the parry.
Double laser. Oh, that was Kilo loves to do that too. Try to bait out reversals with Akash. Just charging. Oh man, charge right in his face, and right when he got in his face, use that follow-up option. But Zeta has a pretty good mix. Wow, did he catch him? That was a big bet. Jesus.
Yeah, dude. All right, nice. First round goes to him. Or first round of this match. Immediately opens up with the dragon. Probably trying to get some cheeky side switch stuff, but didn't even need it because he comes down with the DP, lands it. Laser pressure.
Alright, finally, Sada finally got blocked today. 2 L into overhead, so let's see how it does get the chance. Oh, that's.
Oh, didn't even opt to take their turn back. Just immediately went for the jump. Yeah, that circle slash, the launcher one off of the wreck is extremely unsafe.
Yeah. But it does give like a decent amount of commentary hitting with block.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's really smart on Kilo's end to finally like clash with that laser. Oh, slow walk up throw. Seeing a lot of risk from both these players.
The big thing right now is they talked about how they buffed Zeta's 2H as well, and they seem to answer. I mean, it can be hard. Like that lightning is kind of messing with the anti-air timing. So I can understand how it's a little bit harder to anti-air Zoe. That's what because
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Okay, that's a good option. Oh, but
yeah, just immediately go up with the 2-2. Oh no, that's dangerous.
A couple big bets from Rogue. Then Kilo is gonna.
Yeah, Kilo takes it. Moves on. Let's see. It moves on to loser semis. We're gonna move over to the other losers quarter match, which is going to be Ice versus Togenki.
Yes. Oh, we might see a Lance Mirror.
Oh man.
Post patch Lance Mirror. We're still going strong with the Lance Mirrors. It's the latest. We're still gonna see Lance, but yeah, Lance is still a super popular character. Like I think a lot of Lance players are like, okay, the tools are still. They haven't been taken. They've been mitigated. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and kind of like what we talked about in the Zoe, anticipating how it's eventually gonna look. We already know how Lance Mirrors look. They get the corner. It's just run the mix. But it is interesting to see because the Gorilla Blade 66H, at least from what I've seen, has been a huge part of getting like big damage. And now that it's slower, I wonder if it's safer to just throw out, because it definitely is used to like catch. They're trying to fireball far away, or if they're just trying to run forward. So we'll see if that comes into play. Even if it's still a good option, it probably still is. It's a little bit. Huh, big side, slide.
Yep. Okay, already has him in the corner.
Togeki has the corner. And that's the big thing. That's the only thing you really have to watch out. Wall jumps and the basically mitigate those. Good shape or in any character versus ranks.
Does the Gorilla Blade beat out Slide?
I do not believe so.
Yeah, I'm curious. That's something that we might see a little bit more versus these two, in this mirror.
And you can kind of see like the corner pressure here. Both kind of give some space because they know like wall jump like right there. Because if you go in too hard, like you're gonna lose the corner. So yeah, that wall jump's so good.
That was pretty crazy, yeah.
Especially Lance, like he doesn't have. And so you have to like 2H it out of the air, which takes a lot of intuition. Yeah, see, you see Ice giving a lot of space to Togeki. Doesn't want to put himself in the corner. Might as well just play mid-screen, especially with this life aid.
Oh, Slide of his own.
Oh, yeah, 2-2-H in response. Yeah, and this is big chip territory.
Oh, is he gonna try and catch him out of the air? Oh no.
And yeah, still big chip territory. Yeah, and see, yeah, I think even maybe even a little bit closer. But in that situation, I think a faster 6-6H would have caught. But now in this post-patch era, it doesn't work out that way.
Yeah, because now with a delayed or just like a little bit more startup on the 6-6H, you can't really. I don't know if he's able to react to it. It's more of just like a free get-in tool.
Okay, Macho saying in the chat is Gorilla Blade and Slide with him against each other.
Oh, okay.
But speaking of interaction, Ice is about to put him in a situation where he's probably not going to be able to interact. Yeah, big bait. The second part of the EX.
That was really smart throw tech, but still did not work out in his favor as Ice takes the first match.
Yeah, and you saw like if he gave him the space, that's why he's been swatted out that wall jump with a passion. That puts him up 1-0. Oh yeah, good point in the chat too is that another big nerf was the travel time on the EX Fireball, which changes a lot on how it's used. It's still good. Right.
Yeah, it's still really good for set.
Neutral just to throw it out. It's and Ice can in a lot of control right now. Yeah, try to bait out the T2H, but still has pressure going.
The wall jump.
Yeah, the wall
Try and
jump.
get out. He's out now.
In general, it's still really easy for him to get it. You can pin him down in this corner and keep him guessing. It's the big key in this map.
Dude, both of these Lancelots are really just like trying to fight for the corner, and if they're not in the corner, they're just down backing.
Yep.
Because, what was it? Togeki whiffed an overhead in front of him, completely meaty whiff, and then Ice just held that. He did not respond, but now you hit him with the SBA, and he's got to hold all this damage.
Yep, and that's gonna put Ice on the match point.
Yeah, poised to take it right now. So let's see how Togeki's gonna fight his way back up. Dude, we've been fighting in the same corner for like 4 rounds straight.
Oh, great walk under into air. Oh wow.
There you go. Like you said, the EX Fireball to kind of just use it for set play.
That's probably the best use of it. It's not catch a whole type of skill. Still good in certain situations. Oh wow. Just was able to dodge the entry. Slide again. I think
block that one.
Clash time. Okay. That was a pretty good response on Ice's to go quickly into 2H or 2 out. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of jumps because yeah, it is hard to answer. There's just a lot of options to consider. Oh, went to. It's still.
Oh, the side switch into the SSBA. Is this gonna? Hold on. No, I don't think so. It's gonna hurt real bad, but that's like massive scaling.
Yeah, Lance's damage is probably definitely on the lower. Wow, it did a lot less even than I was expecting.
Oh, that was a firm.
No anti-air, T2H out. The Geki side, he also has T2H, so yeah, it's out of pressure. What a great challenge, but no confirm off it. Could have got punished.
Oh, Just one more thing, please. Okay, caught him with the low, and that's it.
Yeah, as much as that the scramble situation can get a little hairy, Lance's T2H is always can be the savior because, like we've said, the opponent has to really like make a big read in order to fully punish T2H. So it's a great tool to just get yourself out of pressure. It's not good to use too much on exactly wake up, but like if you're trying to get out of block string, that's probably where it's best.
Yeah. So it looks like
I think we're gonna go since we already played winners finals. So we're gonna go straight into loser semis.
yeah, I think we're gonna move over into loser semis, which
Ice vs Kilo, so we might get the Zoe Lance match that we've been having all night.
you guys love it, man. It's like at this point, both of those characters are probably going to be the most popular characters, just because we've been seeing like a ton of Lancelots already, but a lot of people are switching over into Zoe. So this is likely going to be the matchup that we're seeing for a while.
Obviously, when a new character is swapped out, but you know, but Kilo has
coward.
Yeah, and he definitely is on the I want to win this tournament still. So Gran coming out, and maybe probably just because I could tell, just having that DP available on Wake Up in this match is probably the big thing. It's probably not even thinking like, oh, I just want to win now. Like I'd rather play this match for sure when I think about it. And big boot already. And you see how much more comfortable. Obviously, Kilo with Zoe's just new character, but you can see how comfortable he is with this character. This character barely got any nerfs, so close M being the big one, not being close. Right? That's close. Yeah, Lance has to respect a little bit of pressure because he's 10 fly now. It's not Zoe. And of course, Gran's 2M is still close. So.
Oh damn!
Yeah, big punish
right
on that
into
too.
it.
Gonna put him in the corner, but like the damage output difference in this match is huge. Oh, yeah, that's the one thing that
like,
Kilo is so good at. He can, if somebody tries to up back, he can be aware of the confirm off of EX Fireball that it hit, and then dash up, like micro dash, and still get a confirm. Great stuff.
Yeah, good stuff on him. He's able to like really turn the tides. Nice with the air throw. I don't know if that was a read or a reaction, but man, that was a good read on his end.
Oh, okay. Oh, big. That was a sick confirm. Didn't even wait till he got down. He had him in the air, so he got a really more and great stuff from Ice. Really good awareness.
Oh,
wow, the Gorilla Blade, even with the nerf, still putting the work, but with
no anti-air on that. Oh, whiff throw again. One more mix is gonna do it. Oh no, just hit him with the anti-air.
I'm surprised it hit the grand jump you too. That button's so ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think they did anything to it.
Unless they...
Yeah.
Alright, getting there with the fireball and then push the corner. I like that awareness to just jump out and hold it. Wow, big bet on the, but not a small punish.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of this match be in the mid screen, which is really good.
Oh, I think he was just about. Just missed it. Using EX Rekkas, that's interesting. Gorilla Blade used all his EXs, so like threat is not too bad right now. So he's gonna back off. Okay, matching EX Fireball by EX Fireball, and ooh, he's trying to stagger. Right now, Kilo doesn't have many EX. Pressure wasn't too bad. I think that was Skybound. That had to have been Skybound.
It must have been, yeah.
What looked like Kilo the first round being so in control. Ice is back.
Yeah, Ice clapped back real well off of really being on the back foot basically the last 2 rounds in a row.
It's a really slow burn against Grant. You just know Lancelot, which fair enough, doesn't have the greatest damage output, so it's a slow grind for him in these matches. Whereas Grant can get one confirm, one counter. You see?
Yeah,
and then like him having like he's making Kilo really antsy right now.
Yeah, because he'll throw things out and then like just wait, you know.
Right, he's waiting. He's blocking the The boots at a great range to push down. He's not doing too much as Lance. Getting in there with the Gorilla Blade. Right? Gonna find himself out in the corner. Now Kilo's kind of calming down too, realizing that he's been throwing out a lot of stuff and hasn't been working out the best for him. Oh, big boot.
He just threw the boot, dude.
Has the corner.
Okay, finds the low with the low. Not gonna kill.
Nope, you're not gonna have a setup afterwards.
Oh, with the overhead, double overhead? Come on.
Nice. Even with Kilo's main. Look at it.
Yeah, it's looking like Kilo's really struggling here just because of how well Ice is controlling the pace of the match. He's really trying to get Kilo to buy. Oh man, the counter hit overhead.
If Kilo always finds a way to right over.
Oh, hit with the cross up. That wall jump, man.
Big situation for Ice. And that's the big thing. I think I've seen one EX. Wow, how did he know?
You gotta be kidding me. That's dead.
No, big bet to roll because that's good. That roll is gonna go through overhead. Be able to deal with a big bet on defense and work out beautifully.
That was a massive bet because if he guessed wrong on that roll, he would have lost the set.
He might have died, yeah. Just too far for the 2H. Yeah, and Ice backing up again, but the EX Fireball caught him. And now it's big danger.
Dude, non-stop pressure.
And like that's the thing. I expected Kilo to like really DP a lot more, but it hasn't. And the counter hit overhead. He always win. Wall bounce? Come on.
Real close to the win. See? Oh, whips the EXDP.
Because, yeah, he could have definitely done like a jump U or a wall jump there. Probably made that, but it's getting started.
Oh no! Of course it's the EX boot to finish it.
What else?
Gotta be kidding me. All right, 1-1 to each player. Here we go. Final game. Yeah, really good turnaround by Kilo on that end to kind of slow the pace down, recognize those openings a lot more.
You just see clutch decisions. The DPs have been getting baited. Yeah, again, just missed the... That height is hard to get. If you're going for like the super optimal off the EXP. Big boot over the slide. Oh man, this is looking bad. Okay. A lot of life, especially for Lance. He has a lot of mix-ups at his disposal. Oh, big one.
I won't lose the next one. Battle 2, engage.
And Kilo finally getting that match in the round. Wow, just walked into it, throw.
Nice caught him with the JU, the tail end of it.
We talk about his awareness too, and that was really great awareness. But finds himself in the corner, time to guess against Lance. Oh!
Alright, fights his way out of the corner, but unsafe boot.
That Ice like was really playing slow. He literally just had it just sat and blocked. Yeah, again, because he's gonna take his turn there. He's letting Kilo just throw out the move at a bad spacing. Yeah, this is like... Oh,
that's
but
massive.
Got a side switch, but unfortunately not gonna kill.
Yeah, and he's mid-screen, so it's gonna be really weird for him to set some things up. He's full screen, actually. Oh my!
Wow,
that was...
dashing in. And we have a final game, final round.
Dude, dashed in, like, what a perfect amount of spacing for him. And he caught the 2L too, but could've... Wasn't just enough to kill, but, you know, like we said, final game, final round, let's see.
Kilo, yeah, like we said, playing a little bit slower now. Both players, like, really respecting. Great to see. Got to roll through the... a lot too. Spot dodging the boot so you don't have to pick the plus frames if it's spaced out low.
Oh my goodness, we are online. That was sick. EX boot into the EXDP.
Yeah, but he has no specials right now. Okay, just got it back. Yeah, that was the time for Ice to go in, but
this is hurt.
Oh, this hurts, man. Okay.
Oh no, the JU into it. That's it. Kilo takes it.
Real close. I love how both players adjusted. said, Ice playing real slow. Kilo had the match eventually, but just had a couple real clutch decisions.
Yeah.
The roll, the sprinkling the overhead here, finally get the damage. Great stuff from Kilo to bring that back, and then we're gonna have our losers finals, which is the run back of grand finals as SSSO, and also run back of that tournament. Yeah, last Saturday, Kilo really ran through that hurry. He beat Kizzer pretty convincingly, so we'll see if Kizzer goes Zoe. I mean, I don't know, especially with this. I don't know if they're gonna agree to Zoe. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know if we'll see the Zoe mirror in this specific instance, but
Macho versus Kizzer, they surprised me going Zoe mirror, so
yeah, so they honestly might. But before we get to the top 3 portion of the Granblue bracket, we're going to run our quick slides really quick, just to thank you for everybody who's been in the chat, and also to just shout out what our projects are going on either tomorrow or the upcoming week, just to let you guys know what Low Kick's doing. So up first, we are taking a break with the EX Saturdays Low Kick podcast this week. We're going to be adjusting the times. So starting next week, so next Saturday on May 9th, we're going to be moving it to Saturday evenings instead of Saturday mornings. Because, I mean, who knows? I don't think that we're going to be, getting out of the quarantine or out of the stay-at-home stuff. But Saturday evenings is likely going to be a much more accessible time for listeners, and also like things have kind of adjusted in-house. So we're going to have it Saturday evenings starting May 9th. And also, while we're on that topic of what's coming up next week, we have week 7 of LKO. We're adding Killer Instinct to the bracket, or to the lineup. So really popular game for net play because of its use of GGPO and its really good netcode, and its rollback netcode. So we're gonna have it for the first time, running a Killer Instinct bracket as Low Kick. So if you are a fan of Killer Instinct, if you know Killer Instinct people, feel free to let them know, slide on through, because we want to cater to that community as well, because it's a solid game. It's been increasing in popularity lately just because of the current situation. So a lot of people, want to get their hands on some optimal net play situations. And also, if you guys are tuning in right now to the Granblue stream over on my channel, if you're more than free, don't forget to check out any sort of the other games on the other channels. Right now, we do have Skullgirls going on the main channel. We got Sharpie on commentary, Mike C, Kai Kennedy over there as well. Street Fighters over on Ham Jams. Shout out to Ham for toughing it out, and thank you for dealing with the craziness that is CFN. And also Free Hectic is hosting the Mortal Kombat 11, which has just been consistently amazing for an online presence, which is very polar opposite to its local presence. But thank you everybody to the Mortal Kombat community for showing up here and keeping it strong and keeping it alive. So everybody who is a part of all these games, all these communities, thank you so much for being a part of Low Kick Online. You guys have been awesome. And we're going to take it back to us over here. So we're going to start the top 3, and there was no need for that shade. But
there were a couple of shades, and no, don't hold it back. We are in quarantine. Don't hold back.
I know, bro.
There's no eSports anymore, so...
Yeah, man. No more esports. Evo's canceled this year, so CB's canceled. All of it's canceled, man. We're unchained. All right, winners finals. Here we go. Kizzer Crate versus Kilo.
We are actually in losers finals.
Losers final? Yes. What? Oh, geez. Okay, my bad. Losers final. Yeah. You know what? I saw. Oh yeah, that's right. Kilo was just in the last one. I saw Kizzer Crate, and I was just like, yeah, he's been winning, right? Not even thinking about it.
So, yeah, we're going to go back to mains on both sides. So we obviously saw both players play Zoe sometime in this bracket, but it's time.
Yeah.
And in this match specifically, Kilo has been the one winning pretty strongly when these two play. So we'll see if Kizzer has made any adjustments recently. And plus, with the new nerfs, Gran got slightly nerfed, right? But still largely the same. Yeah, because you could still do that and just boot to the corner.
Yeah, dude, just completely subvert all of that pressure, because it's going to stop Kizzer from throwing out 5M at all, but it does not stop any of that damage and all this good. Oh, okay, just regular DP.
You see, Kilo starts out very fast, Oh, he threw out like 5 boots already in the span of this match already.
Yeah, we're probably gonna see another one right here. He's spaced for
Yeah,
it.
he definitely backed up his face for it. It's on. He's back off cooldown, but Kisser worked his way out of the corner.
Yep. Oh, okay. He's ready. Guard button unlocked.
Yeah, and Kilo does a good job of. Oh, that was a great DP. Does a good job of just throwing out an EX fireball here that walked into a command grab. Oh,
That's gonna be scaled a lot. Okay, it's just far enough where he wasn't able to convert. I wonder if he was actually trying to do SSBA.
yeah, maybe he wanted the blast.
Yeah, he was definitely out of range for a cinematic finish.
Yeah.
But, you know, good attempt. And kind of still instills that fear in Kilo to be a little bit more aware of the empty jump command throw.
Yeah, finding his way with the EX fireballs, he always finds a. Yeah, that.
Ooh.
Yeah, that EX low command dash that we always see. Trying to space out that boot. Wow, break confirmed. Jesus.
Yeah, that was wicked. Off of a, what was it? 5.
EXP. Oh wow, 5
Nice.
Kind of hit
Gets a
confirmed
turn
too.
back.
Yeah, charging out 5U. It's a bad situation with Kizzer, but first of all, doesn't do some amount of damage. But yeah, that's
Dude.
really cool, good too, because he knows when you're trying to jump back and avoid the boot, and he just anti-airs you out. So great spacing from Kilo to use the boot to his advantage.
Oh, the jump in JU.
Okay, you didn't get the wall bounce, so not quite great confirmed. Wow, big
Punish.
I think Kizzer did a delayed DP too, so he waited a ton.
Yeah. But interesting choice by Kilo to not try to punish it with a combo. Oh, stays plus.
Trying to throw the back in the corner is Kilo. Kizzer likes to play slow as well. So.
Yeah, really good awareness by Kilo to kind of just slow the pace down, not get a little overzealous with boot like he was in the first round. Oh, interrupts the DP, but couldn't capitalize the best he could have.
The corner
Oh,
big
no.
boot. He walked forward like for a second.
That was
Just decided to walk for 1 second.
extremely unlucky, yeah.
That's why I've been trying to sometimes just walk and then press block, just in case.
That's pretty smart. That's really smart. Yeah, especially since you're just walking, you know, like you're playing it slow. You're not. Oh no,
What is
the
going
whiff DP. Yeah, we're getting really scrambly here. Counter hit overhead. That's gonna hurt.
Every time. Whoa, oh, trying to slide, really big bait.
Oh, the DP right out.
And that's one of the things, if you're a DP character, you can really do it. The moment they command dash at you, you just press D.
Yeah.
No risk to it if you have the reactions.
Oh, whiffs boot, but we're still able to. No response from Kizzer. No.
Great
Kizzer's.
yeah. Great EX fireball placements is really winning a lot. And of course the boot placements and whatnot. So yeah,
Yeah.
Kilo up 2-0 is typically how it goes. But just a couple scramble situations that Kizzer ends up losing. And, I mean,
Oh, nice.
I mean, Grant is definitely
Mandash there.
great at the scramble situations. Spending 1 EX here. Stock up. Yes.
Okay, keeping that pressure just within 5M gunflame range. Another EXDP knockdown, stock those. Oh no.
And
Really bold EXDP option by him. Caught the roll.
Yeah. And Kilo definitely makes big bets when he's trying to bait out like an EXTP or any reversal. That was a big bet there. And great stuff from Kizzer to knowing the life situation, just holding strong. Getting on the board with a round. Wow, okay. Not even DP in response to the command dash. Oh yeah, trying to get a boot in there. Boot is out of commission for a bit. They grab. Yeah, you can't. It's hard to really spot dodge Crucible's projectiles. It's not really gonna work out that way because that's so active and slow. Into it. Oh. Oh god. Kizzer's like idea or theory of spending the EX is puts on a lot of damage. But big boot. Uh-oh. Try to bait out a DP again. Also, he's in chip range, so he's very, very careful. Oh yeah. Yeah, anything can chip, right? I actually don't know. It's hard to see.
Ah.
Yeah, there it is. That is something that people have expressed that they would like to see in the game. Is when there needs to be an indicator at like 1 HP so that it can be chipped.
Uh-huh.
I think it needs to be a little bit more because it could be hard to really at 1 HP.
I agree. That does make sense because who knows how many gambles Kizzer might have tried to take to chip them out, and then
it's actually not in chip rank.
Yeah, and then he just threw that card, But Kilo still has the lead, 2-1 now.
Yeah, finally gets the hit off the option. Great counter confirm, trying to push himself out of the corner. Jump B, of course. I didn't get the counter confirm off the overhead. That's good. Ooh, yeah.
Nice stall on the overhead.
Yeah, that jump U from first blow. I don't have it. It's just hard to catch which options he is.
Oh man.
I wonder if he's in time. Okay. Yeah, Kizzer seemed to he wanted to press the button right after that show. Good reaction to Kilo. Puts himself on next one. A slow play from both. Oof. Oh wow, boot. Not even DP, but boot. He has really interesting options. It's not DP everything. Oh, great anti-air. Knew the situation there. But yeah, he was out of EXs, so
nice.
Big. Yeah,
okay, knockdown, stocks up.
Again. Stock up, yeah.
Dude, just boot.
Yeah, I mean, you see, he's walking. Really is familiar with the boot ranges where it's most.
Yeah. Okay, went real far out there too.
Oof. I'm just walking with the Zoe.
I'm just walking. That was sick.
Zoe's team looks in.
Yeah, it is sick. All right, 5 minutes of super. I don't know if that's gonna. Oh, it is definitely for sure. Okay.
Yeah, definitely making adjustments. You see, he's matching. He's really content with the slow play. And I know Kilo sometimes just has to lean back and also slow play, but Kizzer definitely feels at home with that. Okay, Kilo, yeah, definitely putting on more boots. There it is, more boots.
Oh, nice.
More boots, more EX power. Yeah, it doesn't have EXs, so the confirm right now isn't gonna hurt too much. And yeah, it really doesn't have any EXs. But
oh, it's gonna be massive damage.
What?
Dude, that was sick. Okay, man. Oh, Kilo is poised to take this, unless Kizzer pulls some miracle options right out. Back to back to back. Oh,
yeah. What? And what other way would you want the grand match to end? EX Blue is really well spaced. Still, the boot of destiny, getting the Kilo, put him into grand finals on loser side. So, I think, yeah, these are consistently this is the exact top 3 of past Saturday's SSSO, but in a different order. Kilo was in winners, and then Kizzer was second, and Macho was third. Now Macho is poised in the winner's side of grand finals, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, these 3 have been very, very consistent placers in any of these local online tournaments. So
yeah, thankfully, we're seeing, and even though we're seeing the same talents up near the top of the bracket, that doesn't mean that we're not seeing a bunch of new names spread throughout the bracket. We're definitely seeing a lot of new names with every coming week. So thank you everybody who has joined the bracket for Low Kick Online and for SSSO. You guys showing your support to not only to us as a Midwest community and also to Granblue, but it's just good to keep that competition alive. So we're gonna move over into grand finals.
So, yeah, interesting choice. I was wondering if gonna stick with the Zoe. I think he is. It's the character he's most interested in playing. He's pretty big. That Lance got nerfed pretty hard, and he knows that there's some matchups he's gonna use in it. But yeah, Kilo definitely didn't want to play the Zoe mirror, so going into Grand, he's very, very comfortable with this character. So we'll see how Macho deals with it. Big DP. I think that's a big thing too. We haven't really seen any Zoe today versus a character with a DP, so we'll see how that affects the set play up.
Yeah, we'll see. Or if even Macho wants to play that, because we're seeing him back off a lot and trying to play around with projectiles. But Grand does have, boots to kind of just close that gap.
That's going to be the hardest part. Kilo is so this character. And especially when you have no fear like Kilo to EXDP there, it's going to be rough in the corner.
The difference that we are seeing in this matchup versus the one that Macho was playing with Lancelot is it's not like Lancelot can just 2-2H come down with the button. That was sick, and he's actually dead.
Yo, 1 second of waiting and he just ran up.
Yeah, he must be dead. Dude, we were talking so much about how much damage.
That's
Oh
so much
my
damage.
god! It's unbelievable. What was I saying? Something about anti-airs?
Oh, whatever.
Whatever, dude. Who even
Gran
needs
getting
them?
a taste of his own back.
Oh.
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 Oh no.
Kilo is in utter disbelief right now.
I think that's the idle animation.
Yeah, that was the animation. Oh, looks like he's well, let's type the Discord. What's going on? He's saying it's like unplayable. He's saying it's like 10 frames, 19 frames unplayable, and you know what? Macho takes those words where he can, right? So we're probably gonna head out back to the lobby. That's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna see if these guys want to just restart the set or if they want to pick up back where they left off with the 1 round up, because he got counter hit.
Yeah.
That man tried to press a button, so he was there. He was present for that death. Okay, so we'll see if he wants to restart from 1 round up.
We'll see, because like obviously like these two have played a decent amount, so it's not like they haven't had matches. So I don't know what's. Unfortunately, yeah, the netcode, like it's not the greatest, but it's been consistent most days, but sometimes it just dips for some reason. So
Yeah,
unfortunately, that's the unfortunate part that we have to deal with. With online tournaments, I wish we could all be playing with each other, kissing the homies goodnight, you know what I mean? But
yeah, tucking them in. Yeah, exactly, bro.
But we have to deal with this as best as we can. We'll see what the decision is. Obviously, we talked about how it's a free bracket. There's a small amount of money on the line, but I don't think these two too much. So we'll see if they're just gonna play it out. It sucks that that had to.
Yeah, it is unfortunate that like it's really dynamic, right? Any tournament and any competition, like you're gonna have blowups on stage too in offline sets.
Yeah.
You know, like anything could happen. Your stick malfunctions, a display, whatever it may be. You know, player 2 side lags, whatever it may be. But even in online settings, like the only barrier is on like your end, you know, like whatever the connection may be. It's completely unstable and sometimes undiagnosable. So it's like like you said, we're gonna have to put up with it for just a little bit longer, but it's gonna make the return all that more sweet. So hopefully we'll gather all the knowledge and get all these matches in that we can, as spicy as they are, but we're running it. Keela said, let's just run it. So we're running it from the get-go. Macho is not going to take that W on that first round, but he might earn it back on his own.
Yeah, we are built on at this point, we will be hardened. 10 frame lag, nothing. No big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna set up some stuff. Ooh, wow. Sweep, Abare. Alright, and now Kilo has the corner. Sort of see. Yeah, these players aren't really. Okay. Gonna take that to advantage. Yeah. Honestly, like, if it does get laggy, let's be. One of the best tools is the run up overhead.
Yeah.
Because you cannot react to text, so you're definitely very much guessing on text. So it's gonna be a big part. Great counter hit. Right.
Okay, so we did get confirmation from Kilo that he said give that point to Macho from that last set.
Cool.
He is playing from a deficit here.
Okay,
Good thing he did get that point on the board for himself to really like bridge that gap, but now it's looking like really big trouble for him.
Wow.
Oh, the throw from the roll. Oh, that was nice.
Counter, it's confirmed too. Yeah, it was great.
SBA gonna take the round for him. So we're moving on to a battle 3. Yo, Frieza, can you blow the planet real quick?
I didn't even realize.
Thanks,
that
man.
happens. I only play on the grass stage.
Dude, when the Rosetta stage came out, I only played there, and then now the ring stage came out, so I only played there.
Alright, Kilo get a counter confirmed into the corner.
Yeah.
And talked about Zoe's lack of personal hurt a lot, but Macho's pushing himself out of the corner until you get.
Oh! I was worried he was gonna do it again.
Yeah.
I think Kilo wants to slow things down and just find a counter hit if he can. Because even though like he has that huge deficit, or like that huge life lead, he doesn't want to overextend. Especially now that Macho's got the reins.
One more setup.
Oh no! He's
dead. Oh, not even. Doesn't even. You see the volatility of this character. Like he was sitting in that. Macho was sitting in that most of that round, and then just turn a reversal. You have to hold 2 or 3 mix-ups that are layered. That even if you block that first one, you're still gonna have to hold another one.
Yeah, and I think that like with how powerful those mix-ups are, a lot of people are gonna think like, oh, because the fact that she has to mix up, you know, the fact that she has to like earn those situations, and even though she does have very, very strong tools to obtain them, it's kind of like her damage output versus Gran, who can kind of just blow you up for 70% of your health off of a counter hit. Like they're completely 2 different kinds of characters, but equally as rewarding. Very nice counter hit.
How did he get the wall still?
From mid-screen, dude. Yeah. Alright, stock up a little bit. Oh no.
Despite getting hit by a lot of big hits, here still has the life lead.
Look at that, he backed off too. I think he was just like anticipating a wake up super or something, but he backed off. He gave Zoe that room just enough to end up paying the price, and Macho's actually poised to take tournament right now.
And you saw like what's been Kilo's kryptonite some rounds, if he doesn't slow himself down, he'll just throw out a boot at the wrong spacing and kind of care. Yeah, Macho just pretty slow play, but quite too slow once you're in the corner against Gran. Time.
Okay.
Look at how much life he has. It's been like 14 seconds.
Yeah, but we might see it, you know.
True. Wow, that beat 2H? Okay.
I know, that was crazy.
Right,
oh, of course. The experience. All right. You know, Macho not out of the woods yet. You know, he could still do it. But man, that's a really, really tight punish window for light DP.
Just missed time trying to anti-air with the charge option. Now you're in the corner. Well, great challenge. Jeez, really, really. Because the Gran pressure was changed with this patch. Like you don't get a lot of close pressure anymore. But still, Alpha 2L, that's still 3+.
Okay,
oh
EXDP.
God, doesn't care right now. Oh wow, switch sides. I don't think he was expecting that. Big 2H, didn't get to confirm. Needed.
Yeah, Macho has been really, really on point with these neutral jumps to avoid the boots. He's kind of 3 for 3 right now.
Facing it out well. Yeah, and now, time to guess. Great block on the overhead. Challenging afterwards.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And Macho with the weak one Zoe. I don't commentate curse myself, but this is always killed. Yeah, this really is always killed. And Macho with it's gonna take low kick online week 7.
Yeah, week 6.
Week 6. Oops.
Week 6.
Yes.
But you know, Macho coming out on top. I think it's the second time that he's come out on top for Granblue. Really, really unfortunate about that first match.
I don't know how it ended. The rest of them.
Yeah, he was saying it was like 19 frames. It was like unplayable. But yeah, damn unfortunate.
Right, yeah.
But
through
that's
all that,
it. Yeah,
Macho takes it. Week 1 character is a character I think he's gonna start using as a main. Also, really good to see it. It kind of fits, you know, set play, and just the record pressure from Lance too is there. So really interesting to see how he develops with that.
Yeah, it's really good that because we're seeing Macho kind of really stick to this character on week 1, he's going to be one of the first players to find out the weaknesses too. If he's doing this well with it, he's going to easily identify what's wrong with it. So probably level out the matchups, and as the weeks go by and as people gather more data and as Macho is able to play the character more in other specific matchups, then he's going to really refine all of that and place her accurately on a tier list for us. So congratulations to Macho, congratulations to Kilo for taking 2nd place, and to Kisser for 3rd. Congratulations to everybody. Thank you all for joining the Low Kick Online Granblue Fantasy Versus bracket. If you're in the chat, thank you for your support. Again, feel more than free to use those commands, those Nightbot commands that you see in the title. If you want to donate, if you want to drop into the match arena, whatever But thank you again for being here and showing your support. Thank you, Zach, for commentating with me this week. I really appreciate you, dude. And if you guys are wanting more Granblue action, feel free to tune in tomorrow, I believe, for SSSO. You want to talk a little bit about that and anything else that you got going on?
Also been a Saturday. I also commentated, run by Callisto, BG Callisto, twitch.tv/BG Callisto. You'll see a lot of familiar faces if you watch today. Also a couple new ones, and we'll see if the Zoe train keeps running. So it'll definitely be interesting. Yeah, this first week of post patch, it's always interesting to gauge and see how the nerfs, buffs play out, and also the so yeah, check it out tomorrow.
Yeah. So thank you again, Zach, for commentating with me, and everybody who's been in the chat. Thank you again. So that's been us. We're going to raid the main stage, the main Low Kick eSports channel with the that are playing Skullgirls over there. So let's bring it on over, and thanks everybody for watching. Peace out.